Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a heavyweight contest. It's a match made over a time of 30 minutes. 6 rounds of 5 minutes each, with 2 pinfalls, submissions, or knockout to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in presenting to you, in the blue corner, from Balham in London, Lee Bronson. And opposing him in the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, it is with very great pleasure indeed that we have the opportunity of welcoming back to the rings in this country the man who left us about 9 years ago, the former British heavyweight champion and undefeated at that, who for the last 9 years has been wrestling all around the world. He is now recognized as the leading contender for the world title. Ladies and gentlemen, originally from Manchester, now from Minneapolis, Billy Robinson.
First round.
Hello again, grappling fans. Good afternoon to you. And here at the City Hall in St. Albans, we present another freestyle wrestling session, and we start with not what we normally start with, a preliminary contest by any means. A main bout. In fact, all 3 bouts this afternoon are main bouts, really. Can't be really called anything else. This one is especially a main bout because it concerns the man there in the darker trunks, the dark blue trunks. A man who has left the shores 9 years ago, Billy Robinson, the former heavyweight champion of Great Britain, who's been in America and Japan and all over the world wrestling. He's gone up from 16 stone 2 to 17 stone 7, but he's really, as John Harris said at the beginning of the program this afternoon, or at the beginning of the first round here, the leading contender for the world title. His opponent, Lee Bronson of Balham, London, at a mere 15 stone 4, but it's in the heavyweight bracket. Lee Bronson we know well over here, of course, a tremendous potential he's got as a heavyweight, but when he comes up against a man like Billy Robinson, well, good luck, Lee. Max Ward is the referee there in his usual striped shirt. Max from Birmingham. And already Billy Robinson showing us what got him the title of British heavyweight champion. All those 9 years ago, and of course he had to relinquish that title when he left these shores, but and the title became vacant and is now held, as you know, by Tony Sinclair. But he's not going to stay over here too long anyway, Billy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lee Bronson from Balham at 6'2" of Lee. So they're both about the same height. And Lee giving away 2 stone 3 pounds here to the great one and only Billy Robinson, originally from Manchester, now from Minneapolis. Caught him right there. 6'5". Oh, nicely. Nice iron roll by Lee John. And Lee Bronson surprising the Robinson there just a little bit on 2 occasions for those great, beautiful timed iron rolls. A couple of minutes to go in this first round of 6. 2 falls to decide it. Yes, he gave him the chance to get that quick waist hold there. Oh, nicely. Great body check. To do that to Robinson is not bad. In fact, Lee Bronson, really quite surprising what he's doing so far here. Of course, he knows what he's up against, and he's got to put everything into every single move, even from round one. Just 1 minute left now. This time he was waiting for him with that crush. Oh, and a real slam. Came up nicely out there with the feet. Beautiful down the arm roll again by Bronson. And Robinson can't hold him. Very nicely indeed, Bronson. He really putting up a great show this first round. Tremendous. Just coming up towards the end of round one now, but Bronson has shown that he's not going to give up easily against this man by any means. 5 seconds. Arm lock to Bronson, but it won't pay him. So Lee Bronson of Balham, London, 15 stone 4, 6'2" in height, famous wrestling father, I'm sure grapple fans will remember. Norman the Butcher, who finished wrestling actually in about 1948, just soon after the war, but this is the son and he's doing pretty well.
Round 2.
Great potential Lee Bronson has, as he's already shown in round 1. Round 2, 5 rounds to go and no score. 2 falls to decide this bout. Lee Bronson of London against Bill Robinson, now of Minneapolis, but formerly of Lancashire, of course, 17 stone 7. Max Ward, the ref. So that's a very vicious looking roll off the hip there, cross buttock. And a great fire now to Robinson. Going for the head as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, when Robinson gives you a bear hug, I think you know you've been bear hugged. Reaching for a great far grapevine on the opposite leg, which is very ambitious. Oh, if that weight comes down there, it's going to feel that on the back of the neck. But perfectly legal. Now it's the back that's going to worry him there, the neck. And Robinson going for the crotch hold again, slam, and a vicious looking slam. Going for the back weakness now, obviously Robinson. Again the crotch hold, but this time very neatly countered by Bronson. Very nearly countered, at least he escaped from it. Going for the crotch hold again, but again that right leg of Bronson comes out to aim for the grapevine that forced Billy Robinson to give up. This time the crotch hold gets there, but the slam may not. Notice the beautiful way that Bronson presenting himself going up there. Beautiful. And a slam the other way. Again the crotch hold by Bronson. Picking up 17.5 stone there. Now, he's thinking of a full Boston crab, I think, here to try and turn the great man over. I cannot see him giving from it, even if he gets him there. Less than 2 minutes now, round 2. And he's got the Boston Trail almost on. If he can get that right leg right over there, it is. But no, forced out almost before he got it. Sweat just literally pouring off it. I just think it'd pour off anybody who tried to throw 17.5 stone around. And a spin out attempt. Bronson stopped it that time. Bronson's only been a pro wrestler about 3 years. So when Robinson left this country, he was in the unpaid ranks as a young boy, I should think. 1 minute to go. Really interesting to see Lee Bronson put up such a great show so far. Let's hope he can continue with this. He's trying to spin out again. Seconds. Maybe the head, yes, the spin out nearly came off there from the head, but still didn't work properly. So he hasn't got rid of him. Just 8 seconds to go. Round 2. Yes, finally out. Got rid of him. But he's glad too. And a double arm over the top, but too late in this round. Robinson's counterattack came just a few seconds too late. That could have been dangerous for Lee Bronson there. There it is. Let's go and have a close-up look now at Bill Robinson, this great man. Oh, the titles he's got since he left this country 9 years ago. He's the first foreigner ever to win the All Nations Championships in Japan for a start. He got the Pacific Wrestling Federation, where only the Japs have won before. He's also the reigning Empire Heavyweight Champion. So quite a few titles to Robinson's name, apart, of course, from being the former Heavyweight Champion of Great Britain. Round 3, 4 rounds to go. No score, and that amazes me for one, that this big man in the dark blue trunks has not been able to get this Lee Bronson on the deck yet. If you're having trouble with the trunks distinguishing the two men, the striped socks will help enormously. But Robinson are wearing just coming over his very shiny black boots. I think you can probably see that in the lights too, and even on a black and white set. Robinson was underneath it, but though Lee Bronson, I think, is suffering more from it, that landing. He's had a few back weakness already in this part. And a drop kick, ooh, a big 17.5 stone going for a drop kick, lean back one, beautiful. Never expected to see him do that. And if the arms inside, takes his man over, doesn't even have to hold the arms because there's no chance there at all. In 1 minute, 25 seconds of round 3, Robinson gets the first fall over Bronson. And John Harris, our MC, to announce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 3, the first fall of the contest to Billy Robinson.
Yes, of course, I suppose not many of the grapple fans in this City Hall here at St. Albans possibly remember. Some of the young ones don't even remember him at all. But I'm sure most of the older grapple fans like myself will remember him very well indeed.
Second out, round 4.
3 rounds to go. Billy Robinson now leading Lee Bronson by 1 fall to 0. But he took 3 rounds to do it, or 1 minute 25 seconds into round 3 anyway, which is a pretty good effort on Bronson's part. Now, wouldn't it be really something if the Ballon boy could get back into this bout by equalizing.
1, 2, 3.
Full Boston Crab, and 17.5 stone on top of him. Does Bronson give? He's not. Falling through the legs, and I think successfully. He's got no chance of turning him that way. No room for the legs. Nice spin out. Yes. Very well done indeed. You can see the sweat just literally pouring off these two men, especially, of course, Lee Bronson. Double leg Nelson attempt. Leg chop gets him off. And Bronson just waiting up there for more. Billy Robinson looks a little bit astounded at this tremendous performance his opponent's putting up. Congratulations on that, and why not? I must watch this boy, he's saying to himself. It's a real leg chop. That's what you just did to me, but that's how I do it. Bronson doesn't want any more of that, please. So you want to start the forearm smashes? Look on his face there, Robinson, as if to say, don't start that, you'll be very sorry. Hardly makes any difference anyway. Still the handshake, but doesn't mean to say that something isn't coming that Bronson won't like one bit. A real one. Grapevine on outside leg, opposite arm lever, very, very quickly put on there by Robinson. Now he's got him in trouble. Submission hold possible here, especially after those back breakers. Trying to force the grapevine out. He's just about made it. Yes. It's away from that, and Robinson gets the hide headlock. But a backhammer counter by Bronson. 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Avoiding that. Oh, nicely over the top cross press. Can he hold it? Can he hold it too? Hit no. So many. Well, Bronson may not get nearer than that, but that certainly was a very near thing for him. Can you take him over? Very near the ropes though. Double leg Nelson Bronson. Bad luck leg. And a crutch. Oh, stopped him, stoned it with that crutch hold attempt, that lift. Several times he's done that. He gets in very quickly. His timing is perfect on the counter. Now, reverse bear hug here. Oh, no, over the top for a suplex. That was Robinson's speciality in the old days when he used to be over here. He obviously still uses that quite a bit. Less than a minute to go. And a neck stretch. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And another knee drop from the other side. Ooh. Yes, there's 30 seconds to go, and it really is getting a little bit cruel now. Robinson really tearing on anything he wants. And another suplex, double arm. Now he's lifting a man of 15 stone 4 over there, following with a cross press, and that's it, 2-0. Robinson the winner in the fourth. And it just took him 4 minutes, 42 seconds into the fourth round. Our MC, John Harris.
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by 2 falls to 0, Billy Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you want to show your appreciation for the loser on this occasion, Lee Bronson.
And congratulating him, Billy Robinson himself, who used to be the king over here, and if he ever came back, probably would be again. So 2 falls to 0. Robinson